All right, fans, welcome back to Crawfordsville High School's tonight's boys competition just gets underway between Frankfort and Crawfordsville. We'll get you the starting lineups here in a moment. We'll try to keep track here of what's going on. Traveling on number 34, Carter Taylor. Just to give you a quick lineup here, and for the Hot Dogs, number 20, Jordan Campbell. You got 22, Malik King. 32 is Steven Sabalas. 33 is Jared Smith, and 34 there was Carter Taylor. Janaris' pass was deflected, picked up by Ryan Barr. Back to Janaris here, drives it down the middle. Barr shoots a three way out top. Cameron Harris fighting for the rebound, secured by number 32, Sabalas. And Campbell will bring it up for the Hot Dogs. It's like a man-to-man defense for the Athenians. I think they're going to get guard on the undercut.
Oh, they're going to get it. They're
going over the back. Wow.
I'm surprised since he didn't jump. They might have, sometimes they don't call that if you don't jump, but.
So first foul on the Hot Dogs. Janaris will bring up the ball. Athenians going with a little spread, little three-man game at the top of the key. Janaris with the three from the left-hand side, no good. Rebound by number 20, Campbell. He drives to the hole hard, puts his head down, doesn't get the shot. Rebound number 34, put back up. Taylor on the score for the Hot Dogs. So first bucket of the night goes to the visitors.
Taylor, 6'7", junior. Yeah, a load in there tonight.
Yeah, so they have some height. They have a 6'6" kid who may come off the bench, junior. So Devin Gard gets the start tonight. Drives in, draws a foul in, knocks down this shot.
Gard had a good weekend last weekend.
Nice job by Devin there. Getting to the lane and fighting through it. Knocks down the free throw for the three-pointer. Quick. Athenians take over the lead here, 3-2. Jared Smith brings the ball up. Big guy shoots it from the top of the key with the air ball. Garden grabs the rebound here. Is taking it off to Cameron Harris. His shot is up, is no good. Secured by Taylor. And the Hot Dogs come back. Campbell loses control. Might have got bumped there, but officials saying no harm.
They're letting him play.
Out of bounds to the Athenians.
See if the Athenians work the ball. It seems like they're settling for the three a little quickly here early. Especially against a man-to-man, they can work it in and get the ball in.
Janaris swings over to the left side to Trent. Looks inside to Ryan Barr, no shot there. There's another three ball by Cam Harris, no good. Rebound brought down by Taylor. 22 is King.
Good job by the Athenian defense there to collapse.
We go back into the big guy, and as he goes to the hole, I believe it's going to be a foul on Devin Gard on the reach in. So that'll be his first, and Taylor will be at the line shooting two. So other than Taylor at 6'7", I think the Athenians match up fairly well here tonight with the Hot Dogs. Not sure exactly what the records are for Frankfort, and the Athenians are coming off a nice 2-win weekend. And their record now stands at 5-8. So Taylor knocks down one shot here. Athenians pull up the offense here. Trent's going to set it back up. Devin Gard gets stuck with the ball. Ryan Barr at the top. Swings over to Janaris on the right side. He's going to drive the middle. Hand it off to Gard, who stopped at the right side of the lane. It's going back to guard, who takes it up the middle into the layup, and it's good.
That's a part of his game I haven't seen because he's been a three-point specialist most of his career, but really doing a good job putting the ball on the floor and taking it to the hole.
Devin has all 5 of the Athenian points by driving to the hole. Ball swings it over to Smith on the right-hand side. He's looking for his shot up the middle. And tough job there. Trent had pretty good defense, but knocked him on the arm, the official says. Smith knocks down the shot and will get the extra one at the line.
Well, another opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Smith lines it up and knocks down the free throw. In for the Hot Dogs, number 12, Griffin Harris. He's going to replace Sabalos. Harris is a 6'6" junior coming off the bench. So here we go. Athenians into the flex offense. We got Ryan Barr handling the bar now. Ball. Generis, top of the key. Get some movements looking good.
Oh.
Cam Harris had the nice layup. Johnson corralled the loose ball, but missed his layup.
2 misses at point-blank range there.
And the Hot Dogs attack. And 22, Malik King, a sophomore.
That's a nice-looking move.
Drives to the hole for the score. There's Devin's outside shot, and a little long on that one.
Not too many Wheaties this morning.
Ball picked up by Smith, spin move. His shot is no good. Ryan Barr secures the rebound for the Athenians off to Trent Johnson up the right-hand side. So he's looking for somebody down low. So they're going to slow things down here and set up some offense. Cam Harris off to Generis. Brings it left to Trent Johnson. Ryan Barr with a cross-court pass over to Generis on the far side. He looks to the drive. Oh, he's going to get called for the offensive foul.
Wow.
Here, if there was an elbow involved in that, pushing off, or
yep, that's what he just said. Yep.
That off arm. So in for the Athenians, number 12, Jack Summer. In for the Hot Dogs, number 23, Xavier Frazier, and I believe it's 40, Damon Moore. Moore is a 6'4" sophomore, and Frazier's a 5'11" senior. So they do have some size, bulk-wise. Not too big right now, though.
6'4", 235. Moore. He looks like a tall 6'4" to me.
Yeah. So it's King off the left-hand side to Smith. Barr cuts him off. Ryan did a nice job of moving his feet there. Harris with the ball. And we're going to get an offensive foul here.
Moving screen on number 40 there.
Damon Moore. Just into the game, picks up his first foul. Third team foul on the Hot Dogs. Crawfordsville with 3 team fouls. 2:11 to go in the first quarter. Jack Summer now brings the ball up for Crawfordsville. Down the right-hand side, finds Ryan Barr underneath. He finds it tough going in there. Gets a shot up, but it's off the mark. Rebounds bring it up by King. He's going to take it all the way up to the hole. He stopped him initially, but then we left him. He saw the opening, kept his dribble.
Well, he shoots right-handed. Both times he's driven, kept the ball in his left hand, driving to the hole.
Summer dishes it off to Generis. His 3 is up and no good. Ball's loose to begin with, but number 23, Xavier Frazier, picks it up. He goes to the hole, knocked away, picks up the loose ball. And Johnson secures the rebound. So a lot of inside action right now. There's a nice cut. Guard's basket was good, but I think they're going to call the foul before. So Griffin Harris is charged with that foul. I believe he's running down Trent Johnson there. Elliott Stewart in the game for the Athenians, number 3. Johnson inbounds to guard. He fakes the shot, pulls it up, and is short on that one. Ball secured by Moore. Shots up by number 23, Xavier Frazier, no good, and then pulled down by Elliott Stewart. So
good block out by Stewart there, and then hustled to get the ball.
Crawfordsville's been pretty good so far, allowing just one shot on the defensive end. Janaris is going to look to drive. He dishes it off to guard in the middle. His three is up and bounces over the backboard.
Had a nice look at it. They're just not quite dialed in on that three-pointer.
More substitutions back in for the Hot Dogs. It's number 32, Sabalas. And I believe it was 22, King. Or 34, Taylor. Taylor came back in. And for Crawfordsville's number 5, Connor Smith, for his first action of the night. So King will bring the ball up. Crawfordsville stays in there man-to-man. Smith at the top of the key, off to the left-hand side to King. Looking to drive. Stewart cuts him off nicely. Might hold for the last shot here. 17 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Smith was double teamed. Crawfordsville's gone into a trap maybe a little bit here. And with 32, Sabalas hits the three. Jack Summer puts up a late shot there over the backboard. So Crawfordsville starts off hot with the first two or three possessions. Devin Gar scores all 5 points and nothing else since. At the end of the first quarter, Frankfort leads the way 13-5.
Well, Frankfort's defense is doing a good job keeping the ball out of the inside. It helps when you've got 6'7", 6'6", 6'4" in there. And Crawfordsville maybe sometimes early settling for the three, but nobody really knocking those outside shots down just yet. Got to find somebody with a hot hand.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they look for that. If Coach talks to them about maybe working it inside and then dishing it back out, getting a little more open outside shot if that's what we're gonna take. But working a couple of different offensive sets already. They had what I believe they might call the Carolina. We were in that in our 6th grade, and it's the 3-man weave kind of across the top there. And you look for the post up or the dish off, and created some early drives there for Devin, as we said, and he knocked those down, but nothing since. So Crawfordsville will start with the ball to start the second quarter. Connor Smith will throw the ball into Jack Summer. And we'll get things started here. Summer spins, pulls up, shoots the jumper off the rim. Elliott Stewart did a nice job of chasing down that rebound. Swings it back out. Janaris now will set something up again for the Athenians. At the same...
nice block.
Nearly identical set there, and Taylor came in and swatted that ball away. So Sabalas drives down the middle, hung up by Summer.
Looked like a
Summer and
there.
Janaris, and he had the ball while his back was out of bounds.
Well, at least they figured out he likes to go left. Yep. I haven't seen him, maybe he's ambidextrous on that inside shot, but he sure likes to go left with his dribble.
So Summer will bring it up again, and the Athenians will give it a go. Little back screen there. Covered well by the Hot Dogs. Connor Smith at the top, drives it in, takes the nice little 10-foot jumper and knocks it down.
Nice job driving into the mid-range jumper. Not feeling confident on the three-pointer yet.
Yeah, he easily could have settled for the three at the top of the key.
Maybe that was an emphasis during the timeout. Don't settle for the three.
Foul called on the Athenians, number 3, Elliott Stewart. That's the team's 4th. Frankfort has 4 as well. Smith on the miss, rebounded and put back in by Taylor.
Nobody checked out Taylor. Just easily went uncontested to the basket.
There's a hand check by Taylor. Smith got him moving. He got 2 hands on him. The official's going to call that every time when they put 2 on him out there. Johnson's going to check back in for Janaris, and Cam Harris is going to come in for Devin Gard.
Coach Pierce subbing his guys in out so he gets all the starters some rest here.
Summer will take it around the right side, decides to turn it around. Back out to Johnson, who swings it left to Smith. Directing traffic. Swings it to Stewart, gives it to Johnson along the right side. Back to Stewart, then to Summer on the left. He shot fake. Connor Smith shot fake. He's going down the middle, taking it right at Taylor, knocks down the jumper.
2 good choices. Could have again settled for the 3 there, Roy, but drove it to the hole.
Connor's being aggressive.
There's over the back.
There's a foul on Taylor. Nice block out by Elliott Stewart there.
That's 2 on him, I think.
So Moore's going to come in. No, that is 2 on Taylor, and that's 5 on the team. Damon Moore checks back in for the Hot Dogs as a 6'4" senior or sophomore.
Offensive foul.
Official calls Johnson on the little screen. So that's 6 on Crawfordsville.
A lot of fouls here early.
They are calling them. King sets up the offense for the Hot Dogs. Point out what they run. Nice job by Cam Harris just to step into the passing lane there in front of Smith as he cut down the side of the lane.
He used his hand away from the body, too, so he didn't get the foul that way. So great job.
Stewart posts up and Moore goes with a left hand, spins it, knocks it down, gets the roll. Nice job by Elliott Stewart there.
Stewart with a block.
King had to spin the block. Moore grabs the loose ball. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and Moore could not retrieve it before he stepped on the line. So Stewart's basket brings it to a 4-point deficit here, 11-15 Frankfort. So we got Guard back in. Ryan Barr is back in. And Jack Summer will bring up the ball for the Athenians as he crosses half court. Frankfort still in the man-to-man. Devin Guard out of three-point line. Summer curls around and drains the three-pointer. Nice assist by Devin there.
Good set there for the Athenians, and Summer got his shoulders squared and knocked it down.
Smith drives in and is fouled by Barr. Thought the official almost wanted to call the charge on that. Maybe not.
Yeah, I thought he was there, but apparently not.
So he'll have 2 at the line. A little bit short on that one. Could have been the Crawfordsville student section maybe had a little effect on him there. Nice.
Have you seen the Arizona State, what they did at the basketball games yet?
What was that?
Well,
Smith missed it. Moore gets the rebound and puts it back up.
I'm surprised you haven't seen that. It's been on a lot of the news. They have a sheet behind the basket, and there's a surprise behind the sheet. One game they were delivering a baby.
Gave birth. I did see something like that. I didn't know what it was.
Michael Phelps was behind the sheet last night.
Okay. Cam Harris knocks down the 3 ball. That shot by Harris. The other Harris is off, and Barr brings down the rebound. Cam gets it, drives, and fouled on the floor before the shot.
Well, the Athenians have opened up the scoreboard here in the second quarter.
Hey.
Went from 5 to 17 in a hurry.
12 in 4 minutes. Fouls on number 20, Jordan Campbell, his second, team's 6th. So Frankfort calls a 30-second timeout. We're all tied up at 17 with just under 4 minutes to play here in the first half.
So last night they had the sheet behind the basket, opposing team, of course, shooting the free throw. And they opened up the sheet, and it was Michael Phelps in the middle, and then two other guys on the other side that were not really swimmers maybe or anything. And they tore their shirts off, as they stepped up. Well, just as the guy was getting ready to shoot the free throws, Phelps rips his sweats off, and he's got on nothing but a Speedo. And then they stand there behind, there's like swimming behind it, and the guy missed the free throw. Didn't work. They said they've determined that there's like a 1.9 point per game difference in them doing that.
And the sheet surprise.
Yeah.
Guard throws it into Summer, who lets the three go and misses.
It's going to be 23 over the back of guard there, I think. Barr.
23, Xavier Frazier called on the foul. That'll put the Athenians into the bonus. And Ryan Barr will go to the line to shoot the one-on-one. Ryan misses that one. Smith grabs the rebound, brings it up for the Hot Dogs. His pass is deflected by guard. Then that was really a cheap. That was a one-arm reach in. You see more contact on that.
Well,
in between games.
See if Smith can find something closer this time. Missed both last time where they got the offensive rebound.
He sinks the first one. And he knocks down that one for his 5th point of the night. Summer brings up the ball. Hands it off to Cam Harris on the left side. Looks to get into the lane, but is stopped there by King. Guard is stopped on his drive, and Coach Pierce quickly calls a timeout for the Athenians. Didn't like what he was seeing there and how the offense was getting set up. So with 3:27 left in the first half, Frankfort leads 19-17. You can go back and visit the shenanigans of college fans. It's been fun to see the Monmouth bench, Monmouth University. Have you seen that? Those guys are on the bench and they're doing all kinds of funny things. Anywhere from playing football on the side, getting a quarterback under center and throwing
I did
a
see
touchdown
that.
pass.
I remember seeing that.
I would think that players might want to be a little more, have their minds on the game a little more than what little skit they're going to come up with next. But
yeah,
kids will be kids.
Yeah.
All right, Devin Guard at the top of the key for the Athenians. Going to set it up. He's going to get it to Jack Summer here. Looks for the high screen from Barr. Nothing there. Connor Smith thought about the three. Dips it into Barr, who swings around the right side around Moore and lays it in nicely. Ryan Barr's first points of tonight's game. Good job by Ryan. Just keep going. Once he got the edge, the ball's knocked away. Connor Smith picks it up, takes the one-handed bounce pass, a little far on the lead there for Devin, and he throws it out of bounds. But I was saying, Ryan, the saying is, once you get even, you're gone. You should beat him. So Ryan was even on the defender and kept on going, and nice layup for him there. Malik King. Summer reached in that time, knocked away to Devin Guard, who's going to go up for the layup, and easy score for the Athenians.
Athenians with the lead. 2-point lead now. 2.5 to go in the first half.
Devin's 7th point of the night. Smith drives into the lane. Contested shot falls short. Nice job by Barr securing the rebound. Slowing things up, not getting in a hurry. Athenians will set up their offense here. Jack Summer calling the play out. Swings it to Cam Harris here on the. He's going to look to go one-on-one, it looks here. Takes the jump shot from 10 feet away and knocks it down. So not a whole lot of cutting and passing on that possession, but Cam Harris comes up with the basket.
Well, an intermediate jumper. Instead of settling for threes, taking it to the hole has worked well for the Athenians this quarter.
Summer guards Smith. He looks to find his way into the lane. He dishes it off to King and lets it fly, and it's no good. Smith grabs the rebound, spin, and he's going to be fouled. Most likely by Jack Summer.
Oh, it's a good foul for Summer because he actually was going for pretty much a layup there. Let's see if make him earn it from the line. And he struggled a little bit there tonight, so.
You never know what you're going to get. Janaris comes back into the game for Jack Summer. Smith will have his second shot. And he knocks that one down. So his 6th point of the night. Crawfordsville leads 23-20 with just over a minute to go in the first half here. Janaris feeds it off to Harris. Drives, stops, leaves it for guard, looks to the middle. He drives it, spins, and
I don't
called
think
for
so.
the traveling, huh?
I don't think so.
Pretty tough call there. Looked like his pivot foot was.
I didn't think he ever moved his pivot foot.
So Frazier brings it up, hands it off to Smith on the left side.
Sometimes you make those awkward. There's an awkward looking move where you spun and kind of hesitated. The officials will call that. Well, there's the try and throw it off of somebody. Threw it off his own player.
Air ball. And Smith and his quarterback and shortstop arm and pitching arm and just drilled it off his own guy's chest. Janaris bringing the ball up. The Indians might sit back and see if they can run some clock here to get this last shot of the half. Leading by 3. Then Griffin Harris picks up his foul.
Let me guard for a bonus.
You're 1-1. Second foul on number 12, Griffin Harris. Devin knocks down the first one. Giving him 8 on the night so far. Misses the second one. Connor Smith keeps it alive. Ooh.
Jeez.
That was a tough call there. Connor Smith was reaching for the one hand to throw it back in, knocked off by a Frankfort player, but to give the ball to Frankfort. The Athenians are looking to trap. A little pressure here. Ooh. Hot Dogs find the open Xavier Frazier underneath, and he's fouled as he makes the basket by Connor Smith.
That was a great job by Frazier to take the contact and kind of hang there in midair and then put up a good shot.
His free throw is off, and we're going to call a foul on Ryan Barr.
That's 2 shots.
So Damon Moore will. This first one is no good.
That was a brick.
Yeah, they haven't been really, the misses haven't been all that close. So Elliott Stewart comes back in for the Athenians. Sabalas is in for the Hot Dogs. Moore knocks that one down. So 23 seconds to go in the game. Crawfordsville looked to take the last shot. Getting pressured by the Hot Dogs. Smith swinging it to Generis, down to 10.
Oh, he picked his dribble up.
There's Devin Guard on the right-hand side. Connor Smith takes the shot. The three-pointer is good. With 2 seconds left on the clock. Hot Dogs aren't going to get a shot off.
Smith is hot. Had a great quarter there, Rory.
Connor Smith knocks down the three for his 7th point. Gives the hometown Athenians a 27-23 lead. So I have Smith with 7 and Guard with 9 for the Athenians, and Jarrett Smith for the Hot Dogs leading the way with 6. So halftime is upon us. We will have Coach Thomas of the girls varsity team here for his chat with Daryl Hobson. We'll catch you back in a few minutes.
Thanks, Roy.
I know it's kind of hard getting your legs under there.
All right, Crawfordsville girls head basketball coach Tony Thomas stepping in here for a smile on his face. Picked up his 2nd win of the year and convincing fashion. That's the biggest win you've had all year, isn't it?
Actually, we won first week in January, and it took us 337 days between last year and then to this year. And so what is today, 29th? So only had to wait 23 days this time.
Well, there you go. That's good. Well, you've got one senior on the team, and Paige had a good game tonight. Really all around
Very good
game for you.
She always plays with a lot of heart and got off to a real good start there in the first quarter. She needed 4 threes to surpass Cassidy Bonebreak as the number 4 all-time three-point shooter, and she got 2 in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter. So she's going to have to do it against Lebanon. Oh, wow. But sure nice to see those go in. And, she always plays with a lot of heart, and that was true for the entire game. I was a bit worried because in the first quarter especially, in the early part of the second quarter, we had every opportunity in the world to put the game out of reach. And we missed layups, we missed bunnies, we missed putbacks, committed silly fouls, and of course naturally had a few turnovers. And we got off to such a good start, and then we didn't follow through. But then in the second half, Fabiola came through. That was, you need 3 players to score, and we haven't had that this year. We've had Paige, we've had Jasmine, a couple of games we had Zoe, and tonight, Fabiola, she had 12 points there in the second half.
Well, I watched her at halftime over there in that corner that she was working on making that three-pointer from the corner, and lo and behold, early in the third quarter, she got a shot from there, and she drained it. So she knew what was going to happen.
She drained that three. She has, when she takes the time to set her feet, she has as nice of a rotation as any kid we've ever had. When she rushes her shot, that's when she doesn't shoot the ball well. And so at halftime, I just reminded her, you have a really good shot. Make sure your feet are set. If they're set, go for it. Nobody can shoot as good as you when you take your time. If you got to rush, pass the ball. Now, her last 3 she took in the corner. At that point in the game, we didn't need a 3.
Right.
And as she was shooting, I was saying, oh, yes.
Great shot.
Yes.
We had the same reaction up here, too. But we thought you probably haven't had much opportunity to really work on that situation, because how many games have you had to lead in the fourth quarter?
Just one.
There's so many other things you can work on besides that. So I'm sure that's.
We worked a little bit on our delay game yesterday in practice because we haven't needed it this year. But they were running, they put a box and one on Paige there halfway through the first quarter. Then they double teamed her. Then they triple teamed her. 5 years ago when Olivia Stevens scored 32, Andy put 4 girls on her.
Yeah.
And that game went to overtime. So, he's willing to, he's trying to stop the kid that hurts you the worst. But fortunately tonight, Jasmine her shot wasn't falling. She hit a few free throws early. I think she hit her first 6 and missed her last 6.
Yeah, I bragged on her. That's my fault. I bragged on how good her shot looked and everything.
Thanks, Daryl.
And then she missed the rest of it from that point.
Isn't that the way it always is?
Please apologize to her for me, if you would. She still rebounded.
She
plays with passion, too. I think she's just starting to really, play more and more assertive and with more confidence.
Yeah. This is only her 3rd year of basketball.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen all your games, but just as I see games as I go along, I can see a big improvement in her.
You can see the improvement. You know, she's number 2 in the state in rebounding. She's averaging 14.9 a game. The number 1 rebounder is out of Evansville, and she's averaging 15.1 a game. And school record is 25 rebounds in a game, and I forget the girl's name who has it. Jasmine's had 22, I think 3 times this year, and 23 once.
Shelley Baker still have that record?
Could be. That could be the name. Is that when you were coach?
Yeah.
What year would that have been? In the 80s, 90s?
89 probably, I would say. Okay. Somewhere along in there. 88, 89 maybe.
That was before we were residents of Indiana.
Yeah.
That's going back just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Paige will make her way up here so that you can say hi to her. It depends how many autographs she signs in between. She stopped already. I think she's forgotten all about me. Jasmine is number 2 in the state in rebounding, and she's number 6 in the state in block shots. I thought the referees played it pretty close tonight, and I noticed that one guy, I won't get his name, he made a call. He was on this side of the half court, and Jasmine's all the way down here blocking the shot, and he called her for pushing. Now, she had some fouls earlier where she had left her feet, and there was no doubt.
Yeah.
But not that one. So I don't think she got maybe a couple of blocks tonight, and I'm not sure how many rebounds that she had tonight.
Well, I will just say it was not the best officiated game that I have seen this year.
Probably not.
It was pretty inconsistent.
Yeah, they were nice guys.
Yeah.
And, for the most part this year, I don't have any complaints about the officiating. When you're 2-20, there's a lot of other things to worry about.
They kind of reminded me of the Purdue-Ohio State referees from the other night. They were about that consistent. So.
Are you
Purdue fan?
Okay, I got 2 son-in-laws who are Buckeye fans.
Oh, yeah?
They're not in the will. Because in our house, it's boiler up, baby.
Yeah.
I think, for the first time in a while, I think Purdue's got a really good team. If they will finish games. Because they've had some leads, kind of like we did tonight. Mm-hmm. Got a little lead and let the other team get back in. I forget who I was talking to. Oh, it was one of the newspaper guys. Asked me about, how it felt and all that kind of stuff. And I said, well, this is the first game we played this year that we were favored to win. And he said, what are you talking about? I said, the Sager and ratings. He said, every game you can find out who's rated. He said, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, we were supposed to win tonight's game by 8 points. He said, well, when you played South Vermillion, I said, we were supposed to lose by 15. We won by 12. That's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
So, for us to find something to shoot for, we've had to try to shoot to break the spread. Because when you get beat by 67 by Lebanon, you can't shoot for a win. Yeah. So you try to break the spread. So we're supposed to lose by 57 on Tuesday. I haven't told the girls that. Don't intend to tell them that. But I know that. If we could lose by 30 or less, that would be improvement. Which has been our theme this year, was continuous improvement. So.
Well, I've seen that. Like I said, I've noticed improvement, and at times they play really well. Now, you mentioned Lebanon. You're playing them. Of course, that's the sectional coming up.
That's a 4-letter word at our house.
Yeah.
Pretty good. They're really good. Good coach, good squad. They got one of the 2 best players in the state of Indiana. She had 57 on us in November.
Last year she had 45 or something like that here. And a quiet 45. She just plays, she's just a good all-around player, and just.
We got to hope her 3-point shots not falling, and then we've got to hope that we don't turn the ball over that leads to layups. So, we got to break the press, then we got to run a little offense, and then we got to hit some shots. Tuesday night we were 7 of 47. You're not going to win many games.
No.
7 of 47.
No, you're not.
Nope. So we got to hope we shoot a little better than that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you will. I want to wish you luck in the upcoming sectional.
We need a little more luck. Folks, feel free to light a candle for us.
Well, I appreciate your positive attitude getting through this season, because it's definitely been a rebuilding.
Yes.
Year.
You know what? Great kids.
Yeah. That always makes it enjoyable.
Yes, because otherwise, this season has flown by, and I haven't had a losing season like this since I was a little kid. I was on a baseball team when I was 9 years old in the Little League, and we were 3-17. And wow, it's very difficult to do that. So
builds character.
Is that what it is? Man, I hope we're not building character next year. Don't tell Bryce I said that. Hey, thanks for the coverage.
Hey, we appreciate it. Thank you for taking time out to come up here.
Absolutely.
And we'll see if we can steer the boys to a win here tonight.
Hopefully Pierce can keep them going here.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck.
You bet. Thank you.
That's Crawfordsville girls basketball coach Tony Thomas talking about his victory tonight over the Hot Dogs. The boys game, Roy Cheney will be stepping back in here to give you play-by-play. Crawfordsville leading 27-23 with Frankfort inbounding here to start the second half. Crawfordsville comes out in a trapping offense, trying to cause a turnover. They almost do. Back into the man-to-man now. Rory, take it away.
All right. Pass deflected, picked up, and jump ball. Attacking defense by the Athenians here to open the second half.
Yeah, something a little different. Worked to their advantage.
So out on the court, looks like it's the starting five of Janaris, Barr, Harris, Johnson, and Guard. Janaris was well off on that shot. Guard picks up the loose ball, swings it back out to Johnson. He's going to drive into the lane, puts it up. Soft roll does not go. Taylor brings down the rebound. Gives it up to King. Smith looking in inside for Taylor. Dishes it off to Campbell. He's going to go all the way with the left hand. Puts it up and scores. Cam Harris didn't know where he was going to go with that ball. Steps over the line as he throws it in. So don't want to give him back-to-back things here.
Roy, you're so talented. You're doing stats and calling play-by-play. Oh. I think he wanted to dunk that.
Taylor. We'll see what's going on here. Athenians into the flex offense. A lot of cutting and passing. Guard puts up the three. He's off on that one. Johnson tracks it down, but not before the ball goes out of bounds.
Well, we're starting off kind of like we did in the first quarter, settling for threes instead of really trying to take the ball to the hole. Short-term memory, I guess.
Jack Summer comes in and Chinaris takes a seat on the bench. Taylor in, swings it. He gets fed down the right side line. Twisting and turning, puts the ball up and misses the short one. Tracked down by Ryan Barr. Summer has it on the right-hand side, pushes it back to Johnson, who puts up the three. He knew that was off immediately as he went to go track down that rebound. Pulled down by Sabalas. Hands it up King in the left hand, puts it up with a right-hander. Off the mark. Trent pulls down another rebound. Jack's going to take it all the way into the hole.
Wow, nice move.
Saw the opening and split the defenders. So Jack gets his 5th point of the night.
Lead back to the Athenians.
Athenians still in the man-to-man. 3 ball up by Campbell, no good. Oh, sorry. Smith, but Campbell rebounded it. Missed his shot, and Smith puts it back in. Johnson leaves it to Devin. Devin drives it in, found the little opening. Just ducked his head, and he's not afraid to go in there.
That's the way he started out the game, taking it to the hole. I'd say that's a part of his game I haven't seen before. He really looks good doing it.
Yeah, his outside shot has not been too hot tonight, but putting the putting the ball on the floor and taking it to the holes work for him. So guard picks up Smith, who throws it back out to the top to Campbell, who swings over to King, who lets the three go. That's way off the mark.
Smith over the back.
Backside official is going to call a foul on Jared Smith. Let's see, it appears to be his first foul of the night. So Connor Smith comes in. Elliott Stewart is in.
Connor Smith was Mr. Offense in the second quarter there. I think he had all 7 in the second quarter.
Yes, he did.
See if he can get going here again. He did a lot of that with taking it to the hole just like that.
It's a little hard off. Contested there. Johnson anticipated that pass. Flips it back in. Tracked down by the Hot Dogs. And Sabalas hands it off to Campbell. Taylor looks to post up Elliott Stewart. The coach is yelling for a hold and gets the call. Stewart was fighting for his life down there to keep that ball from going inside. So that is Stewart's second foul of the night.
Taylor's a strong young man, and 6'7".
6'7", 195. He's got long arms to help carve out some lane there. He's working on Stewart again. There's a walk by King. Faked the outside shot and stepped before he put the ball down. So turnover. Frankfort gives the Athenians the ball with a 31-29 lead with just under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Jack Stewart eyes the defense as he swings around the right side, pulls it to the top of the key to guard, who steps up and takes the shot and gets the nice soft roll.
I like that. Intermediate shot. Did the little fake on the three-pointer. It wasn't there. Pulled up for that intermediate jumper. Nice looking shot. Free throw.
Free throws are easily made. Smith takes it inside.
Off of his leg.
Connor Smith reached in there and knocked it off his leg. Good call there, Coach.
Frankfort coach is wanting a foul there. Of course he would.
Official gives him an explanation of what he did or did not see. And he accepts it. So here we go. Jack Summers steps up, takes the three. Ooh, knocked out of bounds by Taylor.
Again, they settled for a quick three there. I'm 100% in agreement with you. I'd like to get the ball inside first, and then let's see if we kick it out for the threes.
Trent's going to inbounds to Connor after he rolled right to the ball and missed the little bunny.
Getting any easier than that.
Woo. Taylor outside faking the three and walked a little bit before he put the ball down. So another turnover by the Hot Dogs. Number 12, Griffin Harris, is going to check back in for Sabalas. Wasn't there an NBA player, Cedric Sabalas?
I think you're right.
I forget who he played for, but he was pretty decent guy.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Anyway.
Go back to a few years before I remember the NBA.
Trent Johnson drives the baseline. No good there. King's going to hop step through the lane. Knocked loose, but he picks it back up and out to Campbell. Smith is going to slow things down here, getting into the Hot Dog offense.
Now Devin Guard's got to try and guard.
Taylor's knocking around bodies down there. Connor Smith is called for the foul on the sideline. That's his second of the night. Second team foul this half. Side out for the Hot Dogs. Connor almost stepped in there to knock that pass away.
And Stewart knocked it away there.
Yep. Guard. No, we're going to call it. Yep. guard had a clear lane, it was because Elliott was backing everybody out of there. Official didn't allow that. So he picks up another quick one. It'll be his third. Ryan Barr is going to check back in the game. I'm sure Elliott's going to sit down. So Barr's got a little more strength down low to hold Taylor off. We'll see if Taylor tries to go to work on him.
Barr got 2 fouls.
He does. Woo! Jared Smith just drove in and moved him down, and official says Barr lowered his arms on that one to pick up his third. We'll put Smith at the line.
Well, he's kind of dialed in at the free throw line after he had trouble on that first one. First 2, actually.
So the other big guy, Damon Moore, comes in. Barr checks out, and Coach Pierce goes a little smaller with Cam Harris stepping in. Jared Smith steps up for his second foul shot, and he knocks that one down. So Jared Smith has 10 for the Hot Dogs, leading the way. Jack Simmer off to Connor Smith, who feeds it down to Cam Harris, who pauses, puts it up and no good.
He
ball
got
was kicked by somebody. It's going to be a Frankfort ball.
Cam got shoved on the way down before receiving that pass, but they let that one go. But can't call them all, I guess.
Damon Moore off to Campbell on the right-hand side, who swings it over here to Griffin Harris. Swings to Smith, puts up a 3, and he knocks that down.
Frankfort back in top.
Jared Smith is starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm, and not sure we want that to be happening.
No, definitely not.
So there's Devin Gard on the drive again. Hard off the backboard. Taken down by Smith. Leaves it to King. Brings up the ball to set up the Hot Dog offense. About a minute to go. That ball's taken away by Devin Gard. He's going to go left. He's being tracked by several guys. Official calls the foul. Let's see who they put it on.
12, I think.
Griffin Harris, the junior. Griffin Harris is a 6'6" junior. He doesn't look it from here. Now there's several. Jared Smith standing there is 6 foot. Gard gets the free throw to go. Frazier steps in for Campbell.
Tie game. This has got the makings of a game that might just go down to the wire.
That's the way we like it.
Yeah.
Devin knocks down his second one, so 15 points for Devin tonight. Another solid performance from him.
Oh, yeah.
Athenian strapping Trent Johnson. Read that nicely and lays it in.
Athenians back with a 3-point lead now. Good job by Trent. Wow, that trap.
Lazy cross-court pass gets picked off. So here comes Jared Smith as he looks to drive down the middle, dishes it off. King thinks better of the three-pointer. Jared Smith again, he's going to spot up for 3. That's off. Devin Gard gets the far side rebound. Cam Harris brings it up. Athenians probably hold for the last shot here in the third quarter. 20 seconds to go. Summer being guarded by Frazier. Finds Gard in the right-hand corner. He's fouled. Shot's no good.
Smith got him from behind.
So Devin will be back at the line shooting 2. That's Smith's second foul, the team's third in the second half. So with 5 seconds to go, Devin Gard looks to extend the Crawfordsville lead, and he misses the first one there.
You know, Crawfordsville as a team came into the night shooting 59% from the free throw line. So something I think as you get into the tournament, becomes more critical. 65, 70% is a number you'd like to see.
Knocks down the second one.
Only one way to get better at that. That's on your own.
Smith's going to take it all the way in for the easy layup. Crawfordsville did not do a good job at all right there of stopping the ball and making him dish it.
No. That hurts to give up an easy one like that.
So at the end of 3, it's 38-36, the Athenians lead.
Have you seen the women's basketball coach at Wisconsin who ran about the not working hard, girls not coming in and working on their shooting?
I didn't watch it. I saw the headline and the picture and moved on to something else.
It's good. You should watch it. It's really good. About 2 minutes is all it takes to watch it. She talks about one of her girls on her team shoots well, and she goes, "That's because she comes in and shoots." So I'm not talking about a lot of time. She comes in about 10 minutes before practice and just works on her shooting. She goes, "I'd like to have about 6 other girls to do that, you know." Put your cell phones down.
Hint.
Put your video games down. Quit checking your Facebook. Get in the gym and shoot. It's really good.
Well, I think those statements could apply towards many things in life.
That is what my comment was. Be passionate about what you're doing. Focus on it, you know, and just give it your best effort.
Right.
Absolutely.
Block out all these distractions that we have in life, and you know, kids these days, they have a lot more distractions, I think, than we have. We had to kind of create distractions if we were gonna.
Yeah.
We didn't have these little computers in our hands that could easily occupy our minds. All right, here we go. Starting this final quarter here, Frankfort with the ball first is going to put the ball into Smith's hands as he's looking to just drive around to the right side there. He's blocked off and will swing it back out.
Good job to shut him down after he just drove it all the way there. Oh, it was a good.
Taylor gives a shot fake, gets into the lane, stops, and pops the little 8-footer.
Smith left his feet on the shot fake. Taylor went around him.
Connor Smith takes it to the hole, leaves it a little bit short, taken down by Campbell.
He struggled this half to hit those shots, the ones he did so well early in the game. Second quarter there.
King's going to set up the offense again. Look for Jared Smith to drive. And if we can make him a jump shooter the entire time. Oh, there's a push off. Yep, he got it. Campbell used that off arm to create separation. Actually, push Janaris down to the ground. Good call by the official. Third foul on Campbell, fourth on the team. Cam Harris steps back in. Ryan Barr is back in. Coach Pierce goes with Jack Summer, Janaris, Gard, Cam Harris, and Ryan Barr on the attack here. Jack looks to get in the middle, is blocked off by Campbell. Janaris gets loose of the defender, puts up the left-handed shot, leaves it a little bit short. Pulled down by King, and he's fouled on the sideline there by Devin.
Well, Janaris got back under control, and then he looked like he could have put up a more under control shot. Instead, he kind of slung it up there. So. Tie ball game, Roy.
Let's see what these guys are made of the last 6+ minutes of this game. Smith puts up a shot, no good. That might get Devin Gard.
That could have been double dribble.
Loses the handle, gets it off to Cam Harris. Coach Pierce recognized the trouble they were in, called a quick timeout. So as he calls the full timeout there, we have 6:05 remaining in the game with a tie score of 38. Leading scores for Frankfort at the moment, I have Jared Smith, number 33, with 12. Carter Taylor, the big guy in the middle, 34. He had a couple of early easy shots, but I only have him down for 7. He might have a few more, but he hasn't really dominated like it looks like he could.
Yeah, I don't know if they just make a concentrated effort to get it inside to him as much as they could, or if we're just doing a great job on defense.
Our Connor Smith has 7. We have also I got Jack Summer down with 5 and Cam Harris down with 5, and then a couple of other guys just with 2 to finish out the scoring. So Devin Gard's got the bulk of our 38 points with his 15 going into this last home stretch here. So Crawfordsville ball on the far sideline coming out of the timeout here. Same members are still on the court. Frankfort's going to pick up the pressure here.
33 on 33 there. Smith on Zanaris.
Devin Gard drives middle, dishes to Ryan Barr. Oh, wow. A block. Kind of lucky there. I mean, Ryan just kind of put his head down and he was going. Doesn't matter who was there.
Could have called that one either way.
So
I'm surprised if he liked. I'm surprised they didn't call the charge.
The foul on King. It's his first and the team's 5th.
Just didn't have his hips maybe quite square enough. That might have been the only thing that.
Barr knocks down the first one. And the second one's good.
Good looking stroke there from Ryan.
4 points for Ryan gives the Athenians lead 40-38.
Straight man-to-man defense now.
Sabalas feeds it into Smith. He's on the smaller Jack Summer.
Counted that basket.
That was a mismatch.
They did a good job there getting it inside to him and taking advantage of it.
That's a mismatch that Jack Summer's not going to win.
Right.
So he knocks down that for his 15th of the night.
Frankfort back with the lead now, 41-40.
Devin Gard looks down low for Ryan Barr. Cam Harris is going to bring things out top a little bit here. I mean, Barr is open to feed the ball to him there on that outside. Cam Harris out there. They're just not feeding it to him. I don't know if it's a...
If they get it to him and maybe the defense would collapse like we talked about that inside-out game there maybe.
Devin puts up a 3 from the outside, no good. And Taylor comes down for the rebound.
We have just not shot very well at all from the three-point line.
Yeah, anything outside the free throw lane or line any deeper than that 10 or 15 feet.
Oh. Tried to dunk.
Taylor takes a hard to the hole and he's fouled by Cam Harris.
He's holding his back, like maybe he hurt his back on that a little bit. But I think if he'd kind of went up and banked it in, might have served him a little better there. But
Cam's second foul.
Good foul.
Team 7th. So I think Coach Pierce sees the mismatch that Jared Smith had on Jack Summer, brings back in Trent Johnson. He'll probably pick up the duties on Smith again as Taylor knocks down that free throw for his 8th point of the night. So Hot Dog takes the 2-point lead. 4.5 minutes to go in this game. Chanaris swings it back to Gard on the top of the key. He looks looks to drive, but thinks otherwise, pulls it out and gives it back to Harris, who swings it to Johnson, who swings it to Barr.
Oh.
Chinaris was there.
Yeah. Good
Taylor
job,
got his foot on the pass.
It's one advantage to bringing Barr out on the perimeter like that. It gets the shot blocker away from the rim.
Yep, bring the big guy out there too.
Oh, there's a foul.
There's a foul, and guard puts it up. Quick little first guy in line moved out of the way, and guard just moved down the lane, and nice little quick pass from Trent there. So second foul on Sabalas. Devin looks to knock down his 18th of the night. Again, these are unofficial points, and so if you want true results, go to see the box scores in the paper tomorrow morning. All right, Athenians lead by 1. 4 minutes to go. Nice lead pass. Smith wasn't ready for it.
He tried so hard to get it into Smith there.
Oh, he double dribbled.
Ryan, wow. Didn't realize how open he was.
He didn't know where Taylor was, and he was expecting him to be right there. And I think then when he saw he was off a couple feet, he's going to put it down again and get another closer step in. So Elliott Stewart comes in the ball game. Looks like they're going to throw the trap at him.
Oh, yeah.
They just lost control of it.
Throws the ball to Joe Boswell over there to get a good close-up picture of it. That is not one of his strengths. Number 22, King, handling the ball out there. He is just a freshman, I guess. Or no, I'm looking at the wrong roster.
Sophomore. So the pressure D gets the turnover for the Athenians as we go with 3.5 minutes remaining in the game here. Sorry. Almost loses it. It's going to get a 5-second. There we go. Johnson back at the top. Swings over to Cam Harris. Swings it to Janaris. He stops. Call him on the push-off. I think he's had 2 of those tonight.
I don't
know for sure.
I don't think he put his arm out like. I thought it was a block more.
Yeah. So Summer comes in. Stewart comes back in.
It's interesting to put Summer in here on the defensive end, but he's got Campbell he can guard now instead of having to. Well, Smith.
All right.
Like you said, Trent's on Smith.
We'll let Taylor shoot those all night long. But there you go on the backside. Summer didn't get the block out. Now he's fouling the layup. So I know Jackson's quick on his feet and can really play a good man-to-man. He just didn't block out that time.
But he just didn't stay with it. Yeah, just got shoved around. Big play in the game.
Campbell knocks that down for his 5th point of the night, and the 2-point lead goes back to the Hot Dogs. 3 minutes to play.
Frankfort will have 2 free throws the rest of the way. Crawfordsville will be in the 1-and-1 on their next Frankfort foul.
Devin Guard pulls up. Jumper is good.
I like the fact that Devin's taking that mid-range jumper. He's been off on the three-pointer tonight, but boy, anything inside of there, he's really knocking it down. That's a beautiful-looking shot.
Knocks that down for his 20th point of the night.
It's a jump shot, too. He's hitting the jump shots. He's shooting a set shot kind of on the three-pointer, and he's just not really hitting those, but the jump shot, he is.
Well, that was a nice in rhythm. He curled off the screen. They got it to him in rhythm. He just stepped up and knocked it down.
He needs to get some lessons from Matt McCarty on how to shoot the jump shot on the three-pointer. McCarty could shoot jump shots anywhere out here. He got across the 10-second line. He was in range. Had a vertical leap at about 40 inches, I think. Actually, it was here against Frankfort. Frankfort and Crawfordsville back in 92, maybe? I forget what year it was now exactly. Matt McCarty had 50, I think it's 57 points here.
Did he really?
I think it was in a triple overtime. He had 57.
It'd be nice to see videos of probably on a VHS tape or something.
I have to talk to Bob Taylor. Maybe he's got that.
See if we can drum up the archives.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely would have been the old VHS.
So tie ball game, 2:40 to go in the game. 45-45. Hot Dogs bringing up the ball. See if they come with a play from out of the timeout. Smith dishes it off. King's giving it up. Now he's going to drive the lane, puts up the left-handed shot. No good. Scramble, and King grabs it. Actually gets his own rebound. Taylor's underneath. He's going to get fouled, and shot's going to get blocked, though. It's just just one of those plays where there's a tough scramble and guys lose track, and Taylor just found himself under the basket. King found him.
King got shook up on the play. Knee. I wonder if that's his sister. That's she's number 22 on the
Kaya.
Last name King. Two Kings wearing 22.
Most likely. So that foul was on 24 Trent Johnson, his third, as Darryl said. Frankfort is now in the double bonus from here on out. Taylor hits both of those. Gives him 10 for the night, and the 2-point lead goes back to the Hot Dogs. Barr finds the cutting guard. Whoa.
Well, that might be one of those.
Not going to call a foul, but we'll give you the ball.
So we'll give you the ball back.
Yeah, he finds himself on the ground, the ball going out of bounds. They'll give it to the Athenians. Chanaris back in the game for the Athenians. Connor Smith takes a seat. Johnson inbounds way deep into the backcourt. Cam Harris.
Both the quarterbacks are guarding each other now, Smith and Johnson. It's been that way for a while, I guess, but
Barr finds Devin Gard on the left side. He doesn't like his options there. Gives it to Trent, who drives it in, misses the layup. Rebound comes down to Sabalas. Chanaris with a cheap slap there, really.
Don't need to foul. Start fouling yet.
Put him on the line here.
Maybe he has a very poor shooting percentage, and we know that. I don't know. We don't have those stats.
So that's third foul on Chanaris.
Looks like a really good shot.
Campbell's knocking down the first one. And he hits the second.
Beautiful looking shot.
So the two free throws give the Hot Dogs a 4-point lead.
Minute and a half left. We'll see how the Athenians attack it here.
High screen for guard. He goes left side. He pushed off. Yep.
That was obvious.
We could see that one. So Elliott Stewart checks in for the defensive switch here. Cam Harris will take a seat. Ball's inbounded to Smith. Quickly is double teamed. Barr nearly got his hands on that one. But Jared Smith will bring the ball up here. Hot Dogs don't have to score, but when you have an easy layup like that, you take the opportunity. Defense just kind of parted like the Red Sea. Devin Gard hits the three.
Pressure shot there by Gard. Three-point game with exactly a minute left.
So nice.
That changes things a little.
Yep. Get you right back in the game. So your two-possession game now becomes a one-possession game. I would imagine if they don't get the steal right away in the backcourt, that you got to foul, put them on the line. You want to work as much clock as you can. You're in the double bonus anyway.
You have to figure out who you want to foul.
Campbell's been knocking his down. Smith's been knocking his down.
Yeah, once he missed the first two, I think he's made them all since then, maybe.
Yeah, I would think if they get the ball into either if it's Sabalas or King, they haven't been dividing that much. King has, from my count, 4 points, and Sabalas has 3, so you know they haven't been there. But the key is you got to get the ball in their hands.
Well, King will be a ball handler here. We'll see. Say, well, you choose to just try and get the trap, get the turnover early, maybe. Oh, he looked like he traveled. Oh, they got a timeout. Wow. I thought he traveled before he.
Yep.
That's definitely the weak part of King's game.
Yep.
I mentioned just being a sophomore, hadn't. Of course, he's almost a junior now.
He's played some ball in his life, I'm sure.
Yeah.
See if the Frankfort coach switches things up a little with his personnel down there as far as who's throwing the ball into.
Well, the Athenians need a stop or a turnover, but like I say, they'll probably try and get the turnover before it gets to the 10-second line. Once it gets back over, then you got to foul.
Right.
At that point, though, you may just have to foul whomever because they may not.
Yeah, you can't be too choosy and let clock tick away. Right now, the clock's your friend. You have to cherish that thing.
Let him get it. Now go trap him.
Oh. Take his outlets away. Oh. Fed it to Taylor. Stewart got up there and challenged him. See?
That's what we want.
They called a foul on Johnson, so I'm saying Stewart had a nice block.
Yeah.
So Taylor will be shooting too. So we get Harris back in, the offensive threat. Taylor lines up. That one's short. You can see that. Didn't touch the rim. So you're saying there's a chance. Janaris will bring the ball up the court. As much clock out of that as he can.
They're going to have a guy right.
He tried to finish it off and dish it off the guard. He has to foul.
Guard was open.
Yep.
I'm surprised. I figured they'd put a guy in his jock and not let anybody, or not let us get the ball to him, but had a chance. 4-point game with 34 seconds now. That really changes things. Oh, we got an escapee down there from the zoo. See that? You can see that on the camera. A gorilla down there.
Gorilla's in the presence.
Doesn't bother Campbell, though.
Campbell's cold on the lines. He's got the first one down. Makes it a 5-point ball game. And he knocks down the second one. 5'10" seniors, Jordan Campbell.
There's guard.
Summers handle it. There's Devin on the outside. He steps back for the three and is short. Trent Johnson just fouled out of the game with his 5th foul. So unfortunately, it's might be coming up short on this one. A 6-point game with 22 seconds left. I mean, it's still a 2-possession game, so there's opportunity here. However, you just lose one of your starters, Johnson, with his 5th foul.
Time is not your friend right now.
No. Steven Sabaus, number 32, the senior, steps up and misses the first one.
Still got a chance.
And he missed the second one. Ryan Marr gets the rebound.
There's
narrowly a walk away. Guard's got the three, fakes out Taylor, puts it up. It was on the line.
Uh-huh.
How did that ball not go in?
I don't know.
Barr had the rebound right there, point blank. Could not get it to fall.
10 seconds left now, so. Looks like the Hot Dogs are going to pull this one out.
I say it, the Hot Dogs might be the wieners of tonight's game.
I think they will be.
That was bad.
I think you're right.
You
No, that's all right. That's good. I like the corny jokes.
Devin Goddard fouls out, and by my count, he sits down leading all scorers with 23 points tonight. So another outstanding job by Devin. And as we mentioned throughout the game, his outside shot wasn't there early, and he didn't settle for that. He drove the ball to the hole quite often.
Yeah, I mean, he really played a solid game. I thought he showed up, like I said a couple times, part of the game I had not seen, and that's just huge.
So Campbell knocks down his two free throws, and I believe that gives him about 12 for the game. So Griffin Harris is going to come back in. 8 seconds remaining. It's an 8-point game.
Good job by Campbell to get in there and break that up. Need a little more time off the clock.
Jack Summers going to drive. Janaris for the three-point shot, which is no good at the buzzer, and that's it. It's going to finish our night for the Athenians with the final score: Frankfort 56, Crawfordsville 48. Athenians going to drop to a 5-9 record. And it was a solid game till the last couple minutes there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, just a few breakdowns. I mean, it was coming down to the end. That's the way the whole game was after the first quarter. I mean, the Athenians were behind, but then caught up quickly in the second quarter, and then it was, I don't know how many lead changes we had, but several lead changes and ties, the rest of the game. So, entertaining contest. Unfortunately for the Athenian fans, we come up on the short end.
That's right. So, for tonight, we appreciate you tuning in, and for Daryl Hobson, I'm Rory Channing. We'll look for you to join us again on our next broadcast. This is Crawfordsville High School signing off.